We know that learners learn best in their own language. So if you are a leader of a global organization, you will truly appreciate what you're about to learn in this video. And that is how to translate your Systems to Win templates and online training into different languages. In the upper right corner of every Systems to Win web page, you can click this link to open this training page that contains all of the language translation training that you will learn about in this video. First, you will learn how to translate web pages, not just the 200 plus Systems to Win training web pages, but any web page. Next, you'll learn how to translate Word or PDF documents. Next, you will learn how you can translate video captions. All of our Systems to Win training videos are in English, but they have closed captions that can be translated into any language. Next, we get to the heart of the Systems to Win offerings, and there are special features for translating the Systems to Win Excel templates into popular languages. And we will teach you how to switch between languages for the Systems to Win menu and the help and error dialogues within the Systems to Win application, the Excel add-in. So let's get started with our first subject, how to change the language for training web pages using Google Translate. So the instructions say, in the address bar at the top of your browser, copy the URL for the web page that you want to translate. So let's do it. In the address bar of your browser, let's copy the address for this web page. And then in a new browser window, we're going to go to Google Translate. And in this section of this training page only, we happen to provide a real convenient link that you can click to go to Google Translate. And notice that in any Systems to Win web page, whenever you see that little symbol to the right of a link, that means that it will open a new web page. So let's click that link, and notice that in our browser it opened a second tab, a new web page window. So let's go back to our first window. And remember that usually there isn't going to be that convenient link that you can click. So what you're going to want to do is add Google Translate to your bookmarks in your browser. And then remember, Google Translate won't already be open, so let's close it. So back on our original page that we want to translate, in the address bar near the top of the page, we select the address and then copy it to our clipboard. Then we click this plus tab near the top of our browser, and then in that new blank tab, we use our bookmarks to quickly open Google Translate in a fresh new window. And now on the left side of the Google Translate window, we paste that URL that we had copied earlier to our clipboard. And then we come over here to choose our language. And then after choosing our language, we go over here on the right side and click this hyperlink. And there you go. You can now view any web page in any language. So if English is not your preferred language, then I suggest that you practice this, so that this just becomes a regular habit for you to translate not just Systems to Win web pages, but any web pages. And notice that right there beside the translated page, there's another tab in your browser so that you can easily toggle between the translated page and the original English page. Very similar to translating web pages, the next section in the Systems to Win training page for how to translate teaches how to translate Word or PDF documents. In Google Translate, you simply click this button for Documents. Then click this button to browse your computer to select any Word or PDF document that you want to translate. Then use the drop-down list to choose your language. Then click the button to translate. And there you go. That's how you can translate any Word or PDF document. Next, let's learn how to translate videos, like the one you're watching now. For demonstration purposes, let's use one of the training videos in the Quick Start training. Let's scroll down and then select this video, which then opens up the home page for that video. And near the top of each video home page, there is a large viewing screen where you can watch the video. Closed captions should already be turned on by default, but if they're not, then click the CC in order to turn them on. Then click the Settings button, and then see where it says Subtitles are currently in English. You select that, and then select Auto Translate. Then scroll down and select the language that you want. It will now tell you that English is being translated into your language. And there you go. Now everyone in your entire global organization can learn from every one of your Systems to Win training videos. So let's move our attention now to Excel, and let's start with the Systems to Win menu in Excel. When we select this menu item for translations and substitutions, and then choose the second menu item to select the language for the Systems to Win menu and dialogues, we can then use this drop-down list to choose our desired language. And when we click OK, the Systems to Win menu is now in our desired language. And any error messages and help dialogues are also in our desired language. Now notice that even though our Systems to Win menu is now in French, the Excel template is still in English. And that leads us to some good news and some bad news. The good news is that everything you've learned about so far in this video is free. All that's needed is some training to teach your people how to use their systems, templates, and training for process improvement. The bad news is that everything you've learned about so far uses machine translation. And sometimes Google Translate's best attempts to translate a phrase come up indecipherable. Now when you select Translations and Substitutions in the Systems to Win menu, and then select the first menu item, which is Select Translations and Substitute Phrases for this template, then if your company has purchased any language translations, you can choose your preferred language, and when you click OK, voila! Now the row and column headers and the help text boxes and the training on the help sheet are all in your preferred language. And the translations in your Systems to Win templates are not machine translated. They're translated by a professional human translator and then reviewed by an industry expert for industry terminology. And notice that although the row and column headings and most of the pop-up help are translated, usually your own data is not. Usually your data is in whatever language your team speaks. Now our online training does teach you how to translate your own data if you care, and there is one notable exception, the FMEA template. The entire purpose of an FMEA template is to avoid making mistakes. So to gain some empathy, how about if you try not making a mistake when you're working from an FMEA that's written in a language that you don't understand very well? And that's why your Systems to Win FMEA has a special feature to easily switch between languages, even for your data. And you can learn about that by watching the FMEA training video. And on our website, you can learn more about what is human translated, machine translated, and the few things that are English only. Because all pop-up help is English only, let's teach you how to translate pop-up help. So on an unprotected sheet, go to the Data tab, select Data Validation, then select the Input Message tab, then copy that input message to your clipboard, paste it into Google Translate, select your desired language, and there you go. You can now translate any pop-up help in any Systems to Win Excel template. If your lean leaders want to personalize your pop-up help or user-defined training, then of course there's online training and videos for how to do that.